Sebastian Vettel's future has been the topic of a lot of speculation over the last few days. Initially, many in F1 thought that he would take a year off or retire completely from F1. However, Vettel has made it clear that he would still like to consider all options. With spots in all major teams filling up, only a select few options remain for the four-time world champion. I'm your host Dillon Shelley, and first up on Formula World, is Vettel moving to Aston Martin? Vettel had announced that he would weigh all possibilities before coming to a decision. I still don't know what's going to happen. I want to finish the season first, then we'll see what the odds are. I'll take the time to make the decision and all options are on the table. Continue, stop, or take extra time. German newspaper Bild has been generally quite accurate when it comes to reports regarding Sebastian Vettel, and they are now reporting that Vettel could be joining Racing Point, that is to be rebranded as Aston Martin, from 2021 and is set to sign a contract with them. Racing Point team principal Otmar Szafnauer in the past has denied any such move. We have long contracts with both our drivers, so it would be only logical that we don't have space. However, as per Bild, current Racing Point driver Sergio Perez may have a clause in his contract that can allow the team to exit the contract. Apparently, the reasoning is that Aston Martin as a brand is struggling, and Lawrence Stroll, the man who now owns a stake in the brand, needs a big name to give some credence to them, and Sebastian Vettel could be that man. Elsewhere, Haas team principal Gunther Steiner is also open to working with Vettel, provided the four-time world champion is willing to drive for them. Vettel is a quadruple world champion. Does he really want to work with a smaller team? What does he want to do with his life? I don't know. If he wants to do something with us, we'd be happy to work together. Fast feed! Mercedes' Valtteri Bottas has revealed that he is going home just like last week, and he's going to stay with people who were also on the track and within his bubble. Former F1 team boss Flavio Briatore feels that Ferrari lacks a real leadership, and now, as a young group, it makes mistakes over and over again. He also thinks that getting Lewis Hamilton is not going to help because a driver can only give you up to 2/10 only. He further revealed that if he were current Ferrari team principal Mattia Binotto, he would give up the next 2 years and focus on 2022. Renault's Esteban Ocon thinks that poor reliability is not acceptable in such a competitive midfield. If you already know the problem, it's even more painful that it happens to you again. F1's managing director Ross Brawn thinks that Mercedes had some reserves because they had to stay away from those curbs after last week, and that must be frightening for the competition. Otmar Szafnauer has revealed that he is very happy that their speed in the race is good, but added that they still have a lot to learn. Red Bull team principal Christian Horner thinks that everyone would be worried by the Racing Point, as Perez was quicker than the Mercedes at one point in the Styrian Grand Prix. He also revealed that the results and the feedback from the opening 2 races have allowed them to target specific areas and tailor the updates accordingly. McLaren's team principal Andreas Seidel has asserted that the team is above everything, and if his drivers clashed as a result of putting their egos above the team, then he'd see that as a personal attack. And former F1 driver Gerhard Berger feels that the problem is very deep. Ferrari needs reinforcements. Do you believe that Vettel is likely headed to Aston Martin in 2021? Head over to my community page to vote in the poll and let me know what you think in the comments. And if you liked this video, feel free to subscribe and check out my others for all the latest in the world of Formula 1.